Hi, good morning. Thanks for clicking on to the Wednesday edition of Vogan's US Outlook. The tropics may have eased down with regards to impact on the United States directly, but we continue to see the effects of Irma as it continues to track northeast now. And unfortunately, of course, there is a lot of people, many people, who are now having to pick up the pieces from Irma, as well as, of course, a couple of weeks ago with Harvey. So the United States has seen a fairly active past couple of weeks, a pretty catastrophic past couple of weeks for parts of South Florida and Texas. And I'm sure the bill will come in at you know, a couple of hundred billion, I think. I believe I've seen one estimate at around $290 billion worth of damage in and around Houston, and of course down along the coast around Rockport and Port Aransas, and of course down around Big Pine Key in Florida, West Palm, West Key West, sorry, and of course other parts of South Florida as well. It was hit very severely indeed. Of course, that's not forget the damage that's been caused in the Caribbean as well. So our thoughts and prayers continue to be with the folks affected by both Irma and Harvey. So, is the tropics completely over at the moment? Unfortunately, it isn't, and it looks as if the GFS is going to continue to keep Jose in its sights as we go forward. Now, you can actually see on to the bottom right hand side of this chart here that we do have a continuation of Jose. We've got the remnants of Irma now that will eventually start to fade on out as we go through the rest of this working week. Eventually, we'll start to see much better weather coming in here, and that, of course, will be great news for folks that are cleaning up after the past week or so. So you can see here there is a system coming across the northern plains, across the northern Rockies, sorry, then the northern plains. That could bring some substantial snow, as you can see here, to parts of Montana, possibly northern parts of Wyoming, and also Idaho here. As the first kind of substantially chilly shot of air comes down. Now, up until now, it's been very cool across the eastern half of the United States, but we are seeing a bit of a turnaround taking place. We're going to see more of a trough over the west, while we start to pump heights over the east. So we're going to see warmer conditions here in this part of the world, which of course will be pretty welcome, I think. But we continue to keep our eyes on Jose here. If you notice here that the GFS is trying to take the pressure way down again, back down towards kind of the 950s and millibars, and the system appears to get awfully close to the Carolinas here. And look at that there, the pressure is down at 954 millibars just to the east southeast of Hatteras, perhaps only about 50 to 100 miles off the coast here. And this, of course, would be Tuesday of next week. So still a long way off, but we do have to continue to watch this system, uh, even though Harvey and Irma are completely out of the picture, of course. But you notice here that the GFS, by the time we reach 6Z Tuesday of next week, the pressure is down at 945 millibars. So this is essentially indicating that this thing re-strengthens and has a bit of a threat on the, well, a big bit of a threat on the Outer Banks of North Carolina here. So we need to really monitor this. But what is interesting is the model kind of takes us a bit of a loop. It takes it up towards the Delmarva Peninsula, the Delaware Bay Area, South Jersey, Cape May, etc., etc. And then it kind of takes a bit of a loop. It goes north and then it hooks back around and moves in to the coast. Certainly nowhere near as strong as what it has initially here. If you skip through the back, kind of reverting back here, you can see here how the pressure drops, kind of then starts to come back up again, and then as it does so, it takes a hook into the coast here. So It certainly is something that we need to monitor as we go forward here. We're also needing to watch the Caribbean as well, because there is favourable conditions down here for more development in the tropics here. As I continue to skip through the loop, you can see here how at the very end of the sequence it has a 1008 millibar system over the Bay of Campeche here, and we'll need to watch that. Certainly, the month of September has been very, very noteworthy. In fact, historic. There has been no two back-to-back Cat 4 hurricane landfalls on record for the United States, and that has occurred. And we may not be done with this just yet, folks, so keep monitoring it here right on markfromgoodweather.com. So if you live in the east, we'll continue to watch the tropics, but also we are seeing a turnaround from cool trophy conditions to high pressure, warmer conditions as we go through the next week to 10 days. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.